Barış Arduç's first Spanish leading role is finally happening, and the excitement around it is electric. He's stepping onto a brand new stage and into a language he's been quietly preparing for, and the words coming from his camp feel almost like a confession. After years of hints and dreams, the moment has arrived. And yes, Elcin Sangu is right there in the heart of it, turning this step into something deeply personal and emotionally charged for both of them. Welcome to my YouTube channel Turkish Series Stars. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. Today, we're taking you straight to Madrid, where Europe's streets seem to be echoing with the sound of a new chapter for one of Turkey's most admired on-screen kings, and the woman who's always been the heartbeat of his most beloved stories. A new Spanish series has put Barış at the center of a thriller laced with romance, betrayal, and high-octane action. He's not just walking onto a set, he's walking into Spanish, performing entirely in the language for the first time. The stakes are sky-high, the expectations even higher. And while the project is cloaked in secrecy, what's already slipped out is enough to ignite a storm: a secret agent with a perfect record, a devastating betrayal that turns him into the most hunted man in the country, and an unexpected love that might be his salvation or his downfall. The production is backed by Madrid-based Turkish Studios, a powerhouse with international ambitions. The streets of Madrid are their canvas, and the opening sequence alone is rumored to be the kind that makes you forget to blink. This isn't just another job for Barış. It's a test of range, discipline, and the kind of charisma that refuses to stay in one language. And because Destiny loves symmetry, Elcin is there too, whether on set, in rehearsals, or simply in the heartbeat of the narrative. Her presence is undeniable. Picture it. The old neighborhoods of Madrid humming with history, camera crews rolling before dawn, Spanish dialogue bouncing off centuries-old walls while Barış strides through a scene without looking back. He's always had a strong European fan base, and now he's pushing that bond into a brand new gear. The word from the set is that he's speaking with impressive fluidity, the kind that comes from relentless preparation and a stubborn refusal to be anything but convincing. The story itself sounds like an addictive mix: a spotless agent blindsided by betrayal, a stolen fortune siphoned from the public treasury, and a tangled web of state secrets tying everything together. Somewhere inside that chaos, hearts collide, two lives brushing against each other in a city that can either devour or protect you. The love angle isn't soft or sweet, it's dangerous, the kind that tests loyalties and exposes truths people would kill to hide. Behind the pages are Spanish screenwriters Eduardo Galdo, Angela Obon, and Daniel Corpaz, names tied to projects like La Encrucijada, For Estrellas, and Cuando Nadie Nos Ve. The pedigree is unmistakable. These are writers who understand rhythm and silence, the slow burn twist and the knife-edge payoff. If the whispers are true, they've written a character as physically demanding as it is emotionally layered, damaged by past trauma, driven by honor, and poised between justice and survival. Barış has already broken his silence once since the news broke, flashing that quiet spark in his eyes that fans know well. He called working in Spain a rare kind of fulfillment, something he's been hoping to do for years. He talked about the connection he's always felt with Spanish audiences, a warmth he's felt since the days when fans discovered him through European broadcasts of his earlier work. Now, for the first time, he's speaking to them in their own language, not through a dub or a translation, but directly. Let's not forget the roots of this surge. Spain first fell for him after the global wave of Karalık Aşk, then rediscovered him through powerhouse performances in series like Kuzgun and Alparslan. Add to that magazine covers, brand deals, and festival invites across Europe, and you have a star whose footprint has long exceeded national borders. Elcin, of course, has been equally magnetic. Her presence, timing, and emotional clarity turned their pairing into a phenomenon, the kind that doesn't fade with time. Turkish Studios is going big. Its CEO, Brendan Fitzgerald, has gone on record praising Barış as a world-class talent whose focus and energy are built for global screens. The message is clear: this isn't a local gamble, it's a cross-continental bet on a face already loved from Istanbul to Rome and now Madrid. It's a bet on chemistry too, because where Barış goes, the question of Elcin follows, and anyone who understands how European audiences bonded with them knows what that suggests. Social media in Spain roared the moment the project was teased. X, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere you looked, there were comments racing to claim the first slot in the fandom timeline. Spanish followers have waited for this, and their messages carry that mix of pride and ownership. They spent years watching him through subtitles, and now they want to hear the cadence of Spanish on his tongue. "We learned Turkish for him," one comment joked, "but now he's meeting us halfway." Even before filming fully hit its stride, the first whispers from the set started to land. In the historic districts of Madrid, Barış reportedly took on the action pieces without a stunt double, soaking up the choreography and throwing himself into the stunts like an athlete. One crew member could barely hide their awe. He finishes a take, then asks for another, not because he's unsure, but because he wants the movement sharper, cleaner, more precise. The pilot episode allegedly includes a pulse-racing shootout and a helicopter escape over rooftops that will have viewers gripping the edges of their seats. The main character's name is still under wraps. The producers are guarding it like state intel, hinting that the man will meet his wounds that never fully closed. The betrayal cuts him twice, once in his career and again in the heart. The forbidden love at the center of the narrative will be the kind that divides audiences. Is it salvation, or is it the last trap he doesn't see coming? The Spanish press can't stop speculating about who will join Barış in that crucible of desire and danger. Some outlets have floated Clara Gal as a possibility, pointing out her rising star power and her ties through Elcin Sangu to a Netflix generation that thrives on intrigue. But that's just part of the noise. Another wave of fans is convinced we're on the edge of a reunion, pushing hashtags and edits that insist nothing would ignite Spain quite like matching him with Elcin Sangu again. And yet, no official confirmation. The secrecy is feeding the anticipation, and the production is letting the rumors do the heavy lifting. Meanwhile, Elcin hasn't been hiding. She's flown in and out of Madrid, sometimes quietly, sometimes with a smile that says everything without saying anything at all. She's posted small hints, Spanish words tucked into captions, a photo of a script corner peeking out of a bag, a shot of tiled Madrid streets at golden hour. Those close to the project say she's been a steady presence for Barış throughout pre-production, reading lines with him, tightening rhythms, sharpening intention. She has always had a gift for building intimacy on screen. What she's doing now, fans say, is forging it again before the camera even rolls. This move is being seen as a decisive turn in Barış's career. After anchoring epic drama at home and carving out his own territory as a leading man, he's stepping into a wider arena on his own terms. The cross-cultural confidence matters. He's not just a visitor, he's showing up ready to collaborate with a Spanish team, a Spanish script, and Spanish audiences. In doing so, he's turning into something beyond a star from Turkey. He's becoming the face of a shared television language. Someone close to the couple put it this way: borders don't mean much to him anymore. He's interested in the work, in stretching and surprising. Every new project is a way of starting from zero again, and that hunger is what separates a momentary celebrity from a lasting force. As for this series, people around him believe it's a line in the sand, the kind that reads before and after. There's even talk of a lavish premiere in Madrid, the kind of red carpet that shuts down a street and draws cameras from every corner of Europe. Imagine it, the flash of bulbs, the ripple of voices, the unmistakable silhouette of a couple who built a mythology on screen and turned it into a legacy. The rumor mill says the event will carry a flamenco pulse, a nod to Spanish tradition stitched into a contemporary celebration. Networks are already sketching out special live streams and primetime coverage. As for distribution, insiders say the series is likely to debut on Netflix Spain or Atresplayer Premium. Either path points to a release strategy that doesn't stop at the Pyrenees. The expectation is simultaneous access for fans across Spain, Turkey, and Latin America, which means we'll be hearing Barış in Spanish from Istanbul living rooms to Mexican cafes. For an actor who spent years entering hearts through translations, it's a powerful reversal. The comparisons came fast: memes, edits, nicknames. The phrase Turkish James Bond surged into trending territory, complete with side-by-side photos of tuxedos, cufflinks, and a gaze that doesn't blink. Longtime viewers were quick to note the transformation. This isn't the boyish charm of a romantic comedy, this is the steel of a spy drama. And yes, the whispers are already pointing toward Hollywood, because of course they are. The line between European prestige TV and American offers has never been thinner. Barış has taken to calling his new routine in Madrid his private diaries, his Diarios de Madrid, with the kind of understatement that hides a whirlwind. Early mornings for vocal drills, afternoons for fight practice, nights for scene study. When he posts in Spanish, it carries that mix of respect and ambition. He's not mimicking the language, he's committing to it. The media scrambles for each new still, each new angle, while producers quietly tick through their countdown calendars. And where there's motion, there's emotion. Elcin's presence has made the narrative feel intimate for fans who've followed them for years. She's the quiet pillar in a foreign city, the smile that breaks tension after a long take, the voice running lines with him in the dressing room mirror. They know how to build a moment between two people that doesn't require words. That's why the speculation is feverish. If she steps into the series as the forbidden love, Spain won't just watch, it will hold its breath. What we know for sure is that the show is shaping into a cocktail of speed and feeling, gunfire echoing down narrow streets, a helicopter slicing across the skyline, a chase that begins on foot and ends on a rooftop, and then, silence. Two people on opposite sides of a decision, the city sprawling below them, the future hanging by a thread. This is where Barış thrives, in that collision between physical risk and emotional honesty. So here we are, on the edge of a premiere that promises more than an ordinary season launch. Sequoia Studios is aiming to push their own standards, Spain is ready to claim a piece of a star they've cheered for from afar, and Turkish audiences are prepared to watch one of their own cross another frontier without blinking. It's history in motion, written in a language he chose to learn and mastered enough to carry a whole story. An actor can swap countries and tongues, but the thing that matters, the charge of the work, never changes. That's what you can feel in every whisper around this project, a conviction that he's not just playing a hero, he's rebuilding himself in real time. Whether Elcin steps into this role as the woman who unravels and saves him, or whether she stays a breath away from the camera, the bond between them will be the thread audiences follow to the end. Yes, friends, Spain is the new chapter. Madrid is the stage. The secret agent is Barış Arduç, and the heart that keeps beating in the background belongs to Elcin Sangu. He's not simply joining a Spanish series, he's rewriting his map. And the question now isn't whether Europe is ready, it's how long it will take the rest of the world to catch up. Tell me what you think. What kind of character beats do you want to see him tackle in Spanish? Would you want Elcin as the forbidden love, or do you prefer a brand new dynamic? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can keep the conversation alive. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Turkish Series Stars, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. See you in the next one. Until then, keep your eyes on Madrid.